And I want to jump in and start talking about why I'm running for this seat for Illinois State Comptroller. But let me go back to July of last year. Last July, I was called into the Cook County Democratic Party for an endorsement session. I had called all the 50 voting members, and I had the votes to win. But a billionaire by the name of Michael Sachs, because when I was a delegate for the DNC, I wore a keffiyeh. He called people and he told them that I was a Hamas-loving, anti-Semite, keffiyeh-wearing person who should not be considered. And if they voted for me instead of for my opponent, that he would personally remember that during their re-election campaign. As a result, 3 people flipped on me, and by a small margin, I did not gain the endorsement of the party. This is what the problem is with money in politics. Folks thought that I was then going to not run, but I've never been afraid of a fight, not when it comes to our families. I was a school social worker for 15 years, and I was never used to working from behind a desk. When students were absent, I would go to their houses to see what was going on. As a state representative during COVID, I was told that people had to wait their turn, but I brought thousands of vaccines to the working class communities of essential workers that I represented. And now as a state senator, I personally confronted the masked monsters that were bringing terror into our communities by going into the streets and telling them to get out of my city. As the next state comptroller, I intend to continue this practice of leading hand in hand with the community, taking in the stories of Illinoisans that are living 2 paychecks behind and wondering how they're going to pay their property taxes. I am the only candidate that's offering to do the basic functions of the comptroller seat and something more, because we need bold leaders in every single elected seat to fight against this Trump regime. As the comptroller, yes, I'll pay the bills on time, but I'm going to prioritize them and pay them in order of those who need it first. I will use the statewide pulpit of the comptroller's office to bring real transparency by showing where and how we did not fully fund the service line items that people need to make ends meet. And then we need to show how we can fund those services by bringing revenue to the table from billionaires and corporations. We need to hold them accountable here in the state of Illinois. I will also use every single lever available to the office, ensuring that anyone who does business with ICE will not be renewed with a state contract here in the state of Illinois. Illinois needs more than competence right now. We don't need just an everyday Democrat who takes money from whoever will give it to them. This is a moment of national and state crisis. Illinois needs the proven track record of a fighter. I'm not running for this seat, you see, because I love spreadsheets. I'm running because I see the cuts in the budgets as the faces of my former students and their parents. Right now, my opponents are being backed by multimillionaires and billionaires. Their campaigns are dependent on the ultra wealthy, including thousands from MAGA mega donors. One of my opponents is married to Illinois' top crypto lobbyist. We cannot continue to allow this on our watch. Illinois deserves a real, bold, progressive Democrat. The time is now.